Hi there. We're going to be looking at the book of Jeremiah over the next couple of weeks, and I've been asked just to say a few words to introduce this book. Jeremiah is one of the major prophets, so it's a really important piece of scripture for us to study. At the same time, it's important to acknowledge that it's not the easiest of books to read. So let me give you a couple of reasons why we can at times find Jeremiah difficult, but some reasons why it's nevertheless a really important book for us to study. Firstly, it's a long book, 52 chapters long. Only Isaiah among the prophets is longer. It is at times a difficult book to read. It's not written in a chronological order. It's more a collection of Jeremiah's prophecies and sayings that are grouped together in an almost arbitrary fashion. And Jeremiah himself changes his viewpoint over time. That's not surprising, seeing as it covers 40 years worth of history and the reign of no less than 7 kings. And it is at places a depressing book. Jeremiah is called the weeping prophet. He has got nothing but, unfortunately, bad news for the people of God. A Jeremiah in the English language has come to mean somebody who says nothing but bad news. So why study Jeremiah? Well, there's some really positive reasons. Firstly, it's a very emotional and real story. Jeremiah is very honest. There's a reality here that we don't find in many other books in Scripture, as the prophet really opens up his heart and identifies with the struggles that he's going through, struggles that we might be going through. It's a theologically rich book. There's much in here about God, and as we read it, we will learn more about God. And then it's an inspiring book. You know, one of my favourite passages in Scripture comes from Jeremiah. It talks of God's plan for us and his new covenant. It talks in Jeremiah 31 and verses 33 and 34 about him writing his words on our hearts. No longer will we just have to teach one another, but we'll know God in a very real way. So Jeremiah himself, what can we say about him? Well, the book was written in the 7th century BC. God's people are divided into 10 tribes in the north who've been overrun already by Assyria, and Judah in the south, 2 tribes, and it's to them that Jeremiah speaks about the coming conquest by Babylon. And in that sense, it is nothing but bad news. God has said this to the people through other prophets. They haven't listened, and Jeremiah is the last prophet that he's going to send to warn them. But in here, nevertheless, we catch a glimpse of God's unchanging plan and purpose for his people. If they remain true to him, he will protect them, and they will come back to him and be secure with his arms enfolded around them. So I'm really looking forward to studying Jeremiah. I hope you're excited to be on this journey with us too.